I think that the combination of the work that I've put in for my physical health. I'm so confused. He just walked right past me like I wasn't there. That's... Okay, cool. That's why. Because we're gonna be cool. Oh my god, there's my work alarm going off. That's funny. No, 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 no. We are rooks banding together. If I just fucking thrown down the claymore instead of trying to heal, that could have gone better. What? Due to maintenance? Is this an unscheduled maintenance or like... Is the game telling me to get off? That's crazy. They're like, dude, we have to work on the servers. You need to find something else to fucking do. I don't think I'm saying it wrong at all. I think I'm... In my head, I'm trying to come up with a more like a way to make it like seem the exact way that I hear it in my head, but I think the words, I just want to be more in control of my health. I think that that just you know, I don't think that needs to be explained any further. Um yeah. I see a lack of energy from me, especially lately. I think that that lack of energy is derived from my physical health, and I want to work on that. I want to have more energy to do the things I need to do to approach what I want to be doing in life. Yeah. I think that's pretty concise. I've got goals that are still unrealized that I want to 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 work towards. that what's a way to I'm trying to think of like a metaphor or something to like explain it. I'm on the right track. I'm running the track. I've just gotta be able to make the hurdles. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That was a good way to put it. I do think I'm on the right track, and I think to go back to what we were just saying earlier, it's still really hard for me to accept a lot of the. It's hard to accept and internalize and understand the words that people say to me. It's not hard for me to read it and to understand that. Here's a good way to put it. Here's a great way to put it. Everybody loves in a different way. Everybody gives their love in a different way. Whether that is, I mean, I'm not going to get into each different, like words of affirmation, physical, like, no, it's, everybody gives their love in different ways, and everybody wants to be loved in a different way. And I think that it has a lot to do with loving, nurturing, and understanding. And I think one of the hardest pieces for me is that it's there's a certain way that I want to receive love and be loved, but I have no control over what other people are able to provide. And so it's accepting what is given while also accepting sometimes that's not what you need, or sometimes it's not what you want, but sometimes it's still something that you need. You know? I think that's a good way to put it. I think that's a good way to put what I'm trying to say. Damn, you're still going? I mean, it's supposed to be 12 hours, and guess what, motherfucker? We just hit 12 hours. What the fuck is up? How you doing, SoCal? Good morning. She said, I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need a race car. Top down to match my ceiling. I... I'm gonna get a little emotional here. God damn it. I had this deep conversation. I've had this ongoing conversation with a few different people in my life because I've been trying to understand this after a conversation that I had. I want to say Sunday with a family member, and I talked to this family member about a conversation I had with somebody else in my family, and how they to me, they aren't seeing things the way that I'm trying to say them, or they can't see that. And they said, that's right, and they can't. And it, everybody plays different roles in everybody else's life. And usually they're self-selected roles, right? I've realized that the role I don't know if I would say chosen, but given. The role I've been given is that I aspire to be everybody's everything, which sounds incredibly vague and probably sounds kind of arrogant. But what I mean when I say that is I I want to be the person that's there when it's late at night and nobody else is awake and you need somebody to talk to. I want to be able to be the person who is there when you're having a good day and you want to celebrate, or you're having a bad day and you want to cry. I want to be the shoulder for somebody to lean on, the ear for somebody to talk to. What I want is to be able to be all of that for everybody all the time. And yeah, that sounds like a lot, and it's like, oh, that's a big dream, but that's what I've been doing for as long as I can remember, is doing my best to be everything for everyone. And that doesn't mean all at once, but you know, if I can make one person's day better, then I've made a change in the world. If I can change if I can help somebody, if I can change somebody's day, week, month, the way they think about something, the way they feel about something, if I can affect somebody else, I've essentially created a change in the world. Yes. Gigi, you put it perfectly. I don't think I'm an empty cup, but I do think that I don't do enough to refill that cup at times. Which is genuinely why I'm enjoying streaming so much, is because this right here. Now maybe it's not everything I need to fill my cup, but this right here, being able to talk to people who willingly show up, want to show up, and want to interact. That means the world. And like I think any streamer will say that. Oh my fucking, what a fucking time for an ad break, dude. Are you kidding me? I hate this website, man. Fuck this whole platform. Top down to match my ceiling. I don't have none. Have none. To other billies in my bag run. Bag run. Fuck your feelings, Eddie. I've gone high, parachute. This is my first. If we land in quicksand, tell him to. I might die. Body bag, probably glad. Had that price on my head. Took a hand in July. Couple months, fall again. Match my ceiling, I don't have none. Have none, yeah, yeah. Let me know when you're back from ads. I'm losing my fucking mind that I got cut off by that. That's so crazy. I never went into ads. Congratulations, Rudra. I like how you say that mixed with leaving. Void trying to get strong or what? It sounds weird to say it out loud, but it's literally what everybody else has said my whole life. I'm freakishly strong. Like I should not be as built as I am, and I don't know how I am. I caught simultaneously the best and worst genetics I could have asked for. They were like, you're gonna be physically capable, yet physically Like, but you're gonna have physical trouble, and your mental health is just non-existent. You look like Kratos. No shit. I think those are always my favorite, is that I look like burnt Kratos, or that I look like a Roblox character. I mean, not Roblox, like a RuneScape character. Alright, are we back from the ads yet? Burnt Kratos is crazy! That was what somebody said early on, and at first I was like, what a fucking asshole thing to say. It's because I was like getting used to being with this model, and then eventually I was like, you know what, that is kind of fucking funny. I can see it now. Okay, hi GG, welcome back. I guess the ads are over. Gotta embrace it. Yeah, exactly. Genie's the one that calls me a RuneScape character, and I think that's honestly. I heard him say that, and I was like, maybe I should play old school RuneScape again. I haven't played RuneScape in like 20 years, dude. Not actually 20, but still a very long time. Um, Improving physically, so I was curious. Well, as far as that, I think that it's not about strength, it's just about health. Which is it's hard to explain, right? But it, especially because y'all can't like see or be me either and understand it the way I do so personally, but my physical health is a bit of a mess. It's a little bit all over the place, where to put it like this, when in my blood work, the things that look fine are not fine, and the things that look bad are not as bad as they are. Um, the one thing I was asking people for my birthday this year, actually, amongst family, I was asking them for at-home workout equipment, because I have a big issue with going to the gym. Especially now that I don't have like any like wireless headphones or anything, and honestly, now that I live further away from a gym as well, it's a lot harder. I've become very agoraphobic. I'm very locked into my apartment, and I'm not unhappy with that. It might not be the healthiest thing, but it's much more uncomfortable for me to be out than to stay in. So I've been asking people for at-home workout equipment, like dumbbells, resistance bands, anything that, constitutes working on physical health without having to leave my apartment. I've already done a good bit of work on my diet, which is already half the battle, right? I've cut out a lot of frozen foods. I've added in more protein heavy meals with less sugars, and I'm not necessarily counting all of my macros, but I am monitoring like how often I'm having certain meals, or anyways. Physical health is a big thing for me right now. And I think that fixing my physical health is going to help me to have the energy to, so like my environment, right? You also got calisthenics, true. Put sugar in everything and make it difficult. They really do. Oh my god! And then I put sugar in my coffee. Ah ha ha! But like, there's no fucking way I'm not drinking coffee without sugar. um, they'll have to pry that shit out of my grave. I won't stop putting sugar in my coffee. There's nothing that's gonna stop that. But yeah, it's a matter of like there's stuff that I want to do in my life that I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not physically capable of, but like let's put it like I think like spoons, right? Spoon theory. Like I've just got less spoons than your average person right now. But if I can improve my physical health, I can gain more spoons. Yeah. I don't really use spoon theory. Um I understand it pretty well. I don't really use it because I don't like the idea of setting a limit or setting a count to how much energy I have in a day. If I have energy, I'm gonna do stuff. If I don't have energy, I'm probably still gonna do stuff. Like I very often don't have the energy to do most of the stuff that I do, and yet just get it done because it needs to get done. But I'd like to have the energy so that not only do I get it done because it needs to be done, but I can do more so that I have more time. I want to have the energy to do the things that I need to so that I have the time to do the things that I want to. Yeah. I don't know if y'all have noticed this about me. I stress about things a lot. to the point that that stress tends to cripple me a little bit. One step at a time. I know. I know. It's one step at a time. That's why I guess my goal for this year of what I want to be better about or what I want to do better or what I want to be better is is my physical health. I think that's going to be the big shove this year. And I think that that's one of the most powerful ways I can show up for myself and do what I need to work towards my bigger goals. Because I think that the more energy I have and the more I'm able to do before getting exhausted, the sooner I'll be able to see my dreams and ambitions be brought to life. Also working on retaking my healthy lifestyle after having a bad back for 6 years. It's both physically and mentally straining, I can tell. Just the small steps I've taken after surgery to get back on the right track have made me feel a lot better. You need help? Let me know. Yeah, Moose, I'm gonna need help dropping Dire. Are you ready? Fuck the game maintenance. We're making our own server. Code Wombat, my fucking asshole. Sorry. I appreciate you saying that though, Moose. I do. It's always nice. That's another thing, right? It's always nice knowing that like whatever you're going through, you're not alone. And that's the one thing that I'm very often reminded of when I stream. And it's part of why I like to be here. Like I said, like part of what fills my cup is streaming and it's not like, oh, like I get something out of going live and having people watch. Pause. But uh, everybody that shows up in chat, I know every streamer ever. I know. I've said it a dozen times already. I don't know, it means so much to me that like I just am myself and I am accepted and I am appreciated and I am wanted and there's not an expectation to be more. Earlier asked if you're a reader. I have this book called The Power of One More by Ed Millett. Quick read, and it's helped me when I decide to go back through the pages. Yeah, so I'm reading Berserk. That's the first book I've read in about 5 years. The last book I read was The Lotus Sutra, which is a book on achieving nirvana through Buddhism. And I'm Jewish. So, you know. um. Hey, Mr. Ninja, thank you so much. Congrats on being Jewish. Thanks, man. Mr. Ninja, was that the first thing that you heard when you joined the stream? That's so funny if it was. Yes. That's great. I feel like you're missing context, and I feel like that missing context is because you only just got here, which that makes that so funny. Um, no, I don't really read a whole lot. I mean, I do, but like, I don't often like pick up a book. I've been getting very into manga because I think the visual context of the written dialogue helps a lot. That missing context is my missing context. Oh yeah, I'm not taking that away from you. You get to whatever you heard. Hey, that's take it as it is. We're just having a little bit of a deep heart to heart right now. What animes am I into? I'm really into Sentence to Be a Hero. Sentence to Be a Hero is really fucking sick. Um, I can't wait to finish it. Me too. Yeah, dude, it's good. Ninja, I was joking earlier because one of my mods made me a short animation for my birthday, and it was really sweet. And then they said, "And you better appreciate the work that I put in to make this for you." And all I could think of was fucking Teorita being like, "You may now show me your appreciation." And I know that you understand what I mean. Yeah, head pats now. I want head pats. You can appreciate me. Why don't you appreciate me like he appreciates his goddess? This show's so funny and so good. The character writing is so unreal. I'm reading Berserk. I'm caught up to volume 27, so I'm halfway through the series. Or over halfway through the series. The Berserk armor arc was really, really sick. And insane. And I can't wait to read what's after that. Um Gotta get into Berserk. The show Up to the Eclipse just broke me. Read it. Just read it. Do not fucking watch it. Just read it. Just trust me. The books, as dark and mature and it's so good. I've literally got Deluxe Edition Volume 10 still plastic wrapped on my shelf over there because I got it, and then I bought Marathon, and I've been obsessed with Marathon for 2 weeks, like 3 weeks, like nonstop. But eventually, I'll have a day where I'm like, okay, let's take a break from Marathon and let's read Berserk again, and that's going to be a great day. Okay, here's my goal, Gigi, because you asked me earlier, and I want to talk about it more openly. I'm not going to keep looking at things like I want to be a full-time streamer, and so I'm going to do this or do that. What I'm looking at is I want to follow my passion. Because it's not about the money, it's not about the work, it's not about that. I want to be here more. Does that make sense? Like, there was a point where it was about the ambition and the desire and the drive of I want to be making content for a living and I want to make money doing this. But now it's just like this is my space. Not just my channel. This platform. Souls Chat, Zach's Chat, Waffles, several other chats that don't come to mind immediately, but that I very often spend. Bo's Chat, small safe place, not just small safe places, but just interconnected and sometimes even disconnected spaces that are fulfilling, that make me feel more whole, that fill my cup, that warm me up, that and so my big goal is not, because like you can't push for it, you can't force it to happen, you can't make it happen, you cannot just, I mean, if anything, what I've watched happen with Zach in the past year is the perfect proof. Good morning, Pawn, or good night, I guess. No, it's like the middle of the day for you, isn't it? Or is it the evening, or the mid? Hi, Pond. Thank you. It's midnight? Jesus Christ. So it's not even my fucking birthday where you are. Okay, got it. Time is all relative. True, but it's not my birthday in Australia, and it is right now here. Sorry. Bitch, it's past your bedtime. Bitch, I've been live for like 12 and a half hours. What the fuck do you mean? In this chat, it's birthday time. In this fucking chat, it's my birthday when I goddamn say it's my birthday. You ending? Not yet. I'm really enjoying the conversation we're having right now and just talking. Happy birthday, nerd. Thanks, creamy blueberry waffles, sir. I really appreciate that, homie. I do. I want to work out a way. I think somebody pointed it out not too long ago, where I think it was Bunny. And I think I was talking to Bunny about it, and Bunny was like, "You sound like you need a break." I was like, "I do, but it's not that easy." So what I want is I'm planning on next month, April. I am starting a new set of financial habits to cut expenses and increase savings. And I want in the next year to put aside enough money that I can, for 3 months or something, or for a relatively short period of time, I want to be able to leave my job and I want to be able to focus all of my time and energy on creating content, including streaming, YouTube, whatever else. But that's what I want, because it's not about the money. Obviously, I would love for it to be a financially stable and possible thing, but it's about a mix of what I can provide for everybody else and what this space provides for me. Bend over, it's time for the birthday spankings. That's an insane thing to talk about during this conversation. But like, if you say so. Cleaned my floor and now my back is screaming. That ain't that fucking real. If that isn't me every time I scoop Violet's litter and then I stand back up afterwards and I'm like, my legs. I think I just want to have a break and to see what it would be like to pursue my dream. Because I don't think I'm going to be an astronaut anytime soon. So if I'm not going to be an astronaut, then like Twitch streamer is the next best thing, right? Like that's how that works. That's that's the order of priority, right? Astronaut, Twitch streamer. Like Twitch streamer's right there, right just above astronaut. Many people never give themselves a true shot at achieving their dream. Well, and I don't even know if it would be a true shot. But so this sounds cool, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I know that among those steps on the way to get there is that I'm working on figuring out what it means to create content for YouTube, because it's a totally different ballpark from going live on Twitch and streaming. Going live on Twitch and streaming, I can do this. Look at Zach. Zach sits on a menu and talks for 2 hours. So look at Soul. Soul Games. My two favorite loving examples of people that are yappers, but I mean, I love them. They're doing great. They're still great gamers. Don't get me wrong. Soul has made it to Seaside on Celeste, and Zach fucking beat RL1 Elden Ring New Game +7. They are fucking gamers. They have proven themselves. But I will never get over Zach having like 2 hours of yap in the middle of his hitless run, and somebody actually had to like skim that footage to make sure he didn't like fuck around and do something during that time. I think that's the funniest thing ever. Like, he just got so sucked into the conversation that he's not being like, oh my god, somebody's gonna have to read through this later. Like, I love that. That's so awesome. But YouTube is different. I think a lot of this just chatting, a lot of this hanging out, a lot of this yap sesh kind of stuff is very authentic and real to the platform that we're on. I think the idea of the live conversation, the live, format of it, this is what makes this powerful. But I think that there's something else. I think there's something else that is meant for YouTube that I'm working on figuring out. To be real, there is sometimes a lot of getting kicked down those stairs, but you just gotta keep climbing. For everybody that doesn't know, I feel like this should add a little, because I hear you, and you're right. I just want to add a little context. I've been kicked down those stairs more times than I could think. I got kicked out of my house in, it kind of blurs the line, the end of August. the beginning of September, one of those two. I got kicked out, and that was like the fucking fastest and farthest fall down the stairs I've experienced. And like, here I am, you know? I've got my own place. I've got my cat. She's happy and healthy. Outside of when she really wants me to go to bed because she's tired of hearing my voice, but she really wants to go to sleep, so she starts chewing my fucking mouse. I've got my sitting standing desk now. I've got a loving community, which is so this community has changed so much in the last year. Thanks, Spawn. I'm sober. Hello. I mean, I still smoke cigarettes. I can't say I'm fully sober, but I'm not smoking weed. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing any other drugs. That's huge. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I can't even keep track anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I used to know how long it's been since I was sober. I no longer know. That's okay with me. It's been like 5 years since I smoked weed. It's been like, I think, 3 years since I drank. Those are huge steps. It's been a very slow process of getting in control of my health, but I think we're getting somewhere. And to be fair, I mostly smoke cigarettes now because of stress, and I think that if I work out a system to better handle that stress, you know what I mean? Like, smoking the cigarettes are not the issue; they are an issue, but they are a different issue that is a symptom of something else going on. And so, I'm trying to work on the things that are the reason I feel the need to smoke. Same as how instead of stopping drinking, I worked on the things that were the reasons why I was drinking. And eventually, instead of like being like, I need to stop and like having an intervention, I just like was able to stop. Sorry, I get a little bit passionate about the the conversation on the battle with addiction. It's a hell of a thing. Also, 13 hours of continuous consciousness is on stream is crazy. The last time I did this, I've never done this. The last time I had a stream over 12 hours, I took a nap at some point in the middle of it. Huh. Yeah. Water's a great idea. So is raising my desk up and standing up for a bit. I gotta get up and leave soon anyways. I gotta find out when my local pharmacy opens up in the morning. I gotta make sure I at least stay on my medication schedule, even if I was up all night. I have no idea what I'm gonna do about sleep, but that's a future Void issue. I'll figure it out. I've really enjoyed this stream. Spending some time with friends, having a new experience, having a little heart-to-heart breakfast for dinner with Chad earlier. Figuring out what I'm going to be doing for breakfast now that it's actually that time of the day. You just got home from work, dude. Welcome back. You weren't kidding. You really worked. We are like on total opposite hours, Blame. You're so right. I wonder what it's like for all the people who are like waking up right now and seeing like, oh my god, he's been live for almost 13 hours. I work midnights. No, I know. And I go to work at like, I just woke up. I can't believe you missed me. I got all dressed up. I made breakfast. I sat down with chat. We had some coffee and waffles together. Come on, bro. You should have been there. I'm fucking with you. Good news for you. I'll give you a timestamp later. With Violet. Yeah, Violet was there too. Sniffing the waffles. Trying to put her paw in my coffee. So I just got confirmation that your merch is on the way. You'll have to dress up and have food with me later then. Shit. You would have to come here. I totally would. I think you would love to visit here too, but I don't have the ability to leave here anytime soon. Which is something I really want to work towards. I really want to leave this state. Not because it's awful or because I hate it. I just really want to travel. But that's more like a few years from now goal. I want to get my health and I want to get my health together, and I want to chase my dreams a little bit before I go travel the world extravagantly. Where is Violet? I think she's under my bed or she's behind. Shit, if I ever travel, I'm never going back. You're just so fucking real for saying that. I had to walk away for a second. I was like, wait, hang on, you're on to something here. In the car, waiting for a ride in the dark. As the city grows, look at the horizon, go, go. Even just this past month has been a very interesting time for me. Hope you had a great birthday, brother. So it's just starting. My birthday is March 31st. That's today. I partied into my birthday, and then when I end stream, I'm going to have to read through all the texts that I got because my phone's been working as a camera for my VTuber model for 12. Oh my god, my phone has had 12 and a half hours of continuous operation. The stream part, ass munch. Why don't you munch my ass yourself? Ugh. That was really the best one that I could come up with. I'm so sorry. Come over here, Schnookums. I told you, you have to show up here. Coffee and breakfast and apparently ass munching, but you gotta show up here. I'm a high demand individual, and by high demand, I mean my job is highly demanding of me. Sorry. And if anybody else who's stuck where they are because of their job understands. Oh, man. Maybe 13 hours of continuous consciousness on a stream is too long. Happy belated, my dude. Tell, you're not late. Why are you saying, why is everybody like, I hope you had a good birthday? Today is the birthday, Gary. Gary, I fucking love you, bro. Thank you for showing up. I have a present for you. Oh, what's that? Is it your gator sausage? Because I genuinely fucking love gator sausage. It tastes so good. It's like if you mix pepperoni and chicken into one thing. It might have been the next day, I don't assume. Fair enough. Fair enough. When am I getting in my DMs? Hang on. That's insane, Gary. I don't ever want to see that again. That's incredible, but I don't ever want to see that one again. I wasn't ready for that. Thank you, Gary. I cannot show on stream what Gary sent me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it is Twitch TOS friendly. But it's wonderful. I'm closing my DMs to you. It's like, I am now worried. My DMs are no longer publicly available. Don't worry, Aaron already knows what it is. Oh my god. That's so wild. I'm sorry, Void. It's okay. I've sent Gary some really cursed shit before too. You can show it at least once. No, you can show it only once. That shit is wild. That shit is wild. I have two more. You want them? I'm not gonna stop you, but like, at what point do I close our DMs so that I'd never have to see it again? At what point do I just make a new Discord account to be like, I need to start over from scratch after that? Like, what the fuck? It's funny as hell, man. Now everybody wants in. That's crazy. I think it is really funny that everybody's now waking up to my stream, though. That's... See, this is why I really want to take off from work, though, because I think that this early morning time would be the best time for me to be live. I don't want to see it. No, you don't, miss. But like, I don't necessarily know when people are just waking up. Yeah, I don't necessarily know that I'm... This is the best time for you to be live for me as well. Oh my god, Pawn, you're so right. It's such a vibe. I think that people who want to stay up late want to have something with more energy, and I think that people who want to stream to watch at work or... Oh my god, he sent them to me. Hang on. Oh! Oh god, Jesus Christ! I need to move to a different fucking tab so that when I go back to the Wet Willy one, dude, that was so bad. That was crazy. I'm glad you just know. I don't want to eat breakfast anymore, bro. I think I'm good. It's so Gary coded. It's so Gary coded. Happy birthday. Thanks, Gary, bro. You know what's really funny though is like I send Gary shit like the meme that was like I don't want to read it out loud because I don't want to get clipped with that shit. I got one that's just like the Dark Souls text and it says balls confiscated. Because every fucking time I raid Gary, he's like, mods, grab that guy's balls. With the JoJo's clip. And then a really bad, like, I don't even know how to describe this meme without saying something that's going to be damning evidence. Not like I haven't said it before, but I'm not saying it again. It's about to be 8 a.m. Look at that. I almost pulled 13 hours, and I thought I could barely make it past 10. I gotta look something up. Opens at 9 a.m. Fuck. Guys, I've got to be awake for another hour. What do we do? 24-hour stream? You would have to be okay with the idea. I got your 13 hours right here. You'd have to be okay with the fact that I gotta get up and run to the store for like 20 minutes. Because there is something integral to my health that exists that would take me about not a full 20 minutes to get there, but, 20 minutes to get there, get it, and get back. I think people would wait 20 minutes. I don't think people wouldn't. Do you realize that there was a time she could just replace Blame in chat? That's crazy. There was a time in streaming where I had to go grocery shopping, but I was in the middle of a stream and chat said, get up and go grocery shopping. So I got up and I went grocery shopping. But I went, like, while I was in the store, I had my phone and I was talking in chat the whole time while I was grocery shopping. And I think we were playing Words on stream. Question is if you're capable of a 24-hour stream. I can put Marathon back on and we can do a 24-hour stream. I don't doubt my ability to play Marathon for another 12 hours. I still have more to do in that game. Sorry, Blame, I really like Izzy. Yeah, I think Blame really likes Izzy too. It's crazy. I know. Insane thought. GG, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the lurk emote because that is genuinely one of my favorites. B killed it. B fucking killed it with all these new emotes, dude. They make me so happy. Guys, hang on. This was the best fucking thing last night. I went and I stopped in Zach's chat for all of like 1 fucking minute, and I did my T3 alert, and he's like, guys, can we get some happy birthday Voids in the chat? Also, can we get some let's fucking shits in the chat for Void? And I just watched it explode with everybody being like, let's fucking shit! Because for anybody that doesn't know, it's my favorite emote of all time. The energy behind it. I mean, hang on, I gotta find it. Look at this. Is this not one of the best emotes you've ever seen, you've ever laid eyes on? Help me out here, come on. There's so much energy in it. You customize it? That's my fucking tier 2 exclusive right now. Okay, I was gonna say I only have 2 tier 2s, but as of last night, I have 7 tier 2s now. Who got those tier 2s? I should really check that. I know that some people that like actually watch, like actually are here often, got some of those. How am I able to see that actually? Because all I can see is that they were gifted. I can't see who got them. Damn. Huh, I don't know how to check for that. I must do something with this emote. Zerberus, it just type, like, Zerberus. Do you have 7TV? Gotta go now. W Stream Moose, take care, bro. I can't believe you stayed up as late as you did. That's crazy. Dude, go get some good rest as well. Have a good one, man. I'll I'll undoubtedly catch you on Marathon later. I got work to do. Later, peeps. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Hell, I really do have to stay up for another hour to go get something. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Guys, do we rehash breakfast with Void, but this time I'm not making breakfast, I'm making lunch because I already had waffles and I need a higher protein meal. We can do it. We can sit. I could take you out to breakfast. We could sit down, have a meal together. It's gonna be a weird turkey and pepperoni sandwich, but you know, lunch with Violet. I don't even know if Violet's fucking awake right now. I could go find her. She's somewhere around here. I don't think she's awake. I think she's under my bed sleeping. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Not under her favorite chair. She's not on her favorite chair. She's not on my desk. She's not under my desk. She's not on the couch. And I can't see my bedroom from here. But I think she's like under my bed. Or under the couch, which I can't see. Dude, I got that couch. She's in love with it. She loves that couch so much. I'm so worried because it's a leather couch. I have it covered with a comforter because I'm so worried about her tearing it up. I have 20 more years with that cat. And I need that couch to last. To be fair, like it was a free leather couch. Should the thing get torn up, it's still lasting longer for me than it would have in the trash, you know? But also, I can't afford to replace it, so I really don't want to break it. She was also free, Jesus Christ. Cats usually don't use leather as a scratch post. I need you to know that your name, hang on, I need you to know that your name is a combination of so many of my favorite like jokes from all the chats that I'm in, because I've got one friend who's all about the silly gooses because and they have a honk redeem, okay? And then shine, I know like fucking 5 people that have some form of the word shine or shiny. So Shine Honkerson, I love that. I love your name. Thank you for the follow. I had to get that out when I read that. I was like, oh my god. Honk. Your profile picture's the best thing. That's so great. Oh my god. You gonna go to bed? I gotta stay up for another hour, dude. The pharmacy doesn't open for another hour, and I got meds. I have essential meds that I have to take on time that I cannot be late to. When will maintenance end? I don't know. I just play the game. I don't know when it's back. Go get those meds, dude. The place isn't open for an hour. But like, do I launch Marathon again and we see if we can waste another hour? I'm just saying, we can see if the servers are back up. Code Wombat might be over. You never know. Gotta chill. I just hit level 70 in the game and I got my second VIP with a faction. Like, and we're not even halfway through the season. I've got a goal of hitting VIP in every faction. I want to hit level 100. I want to have a full gold setup. Izzy, welcome in. Soul said that. What was it that Soul said? That was that was so fucking funny. Where's Izzy? Can she just replace Blame in chat? But now you're both here. Happy April Fool's Day. That's crazy. Happy birthday, psych. Aha. Dude, it's so crazy to me that like I had such a long night where like there's so many periods of time where I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. My brain's not functioning. I can't create a conversation right now. I don't know what to do. And then like morning hits and now everybody's here. I love this. If only I had a job with night shifts so that I could like work all night, stream in the morning, and sleep the entire like afternoon. I'd argue I've been here most of the stream. Miss, you fell asleep at least once this entire time. But also, I know exactly what you mean. What do you mean, no? You literally came back earlier and said, I fell asleep. Y'all want to see the kitty baby? Everybody want to see the kitty baby? I know you want to. Add my emote, please. Link it to me. Send me a link. I don't know what the emote is. God damn it, I accidentally clicked on Gary's DMs. This is so cursed. I have to bury them in other DMs now. And then inevitably the next time I talk to Gary in DMs again, I'm going to be like, oh, that's still there. Wait, hang on. I got to get the camera angle back. Send? You could just send it in chat. I want you to know that. Why? Why can't you just make that an emote on your channel? Sure, whatever. I got you. Enjoy. Twitch denied it 8 times. But I have that emote. Did you just deny your own message in AutoMod? Oh my god, you denied blame. That's so funny. Okay, hang on. Ow! That was a nail. That was a nail in my side. Ow. Hi, kitty. Thank you for the follow, Izzy. Come here. Come here, kitty. Give me the kitty, Mimi. There's Void again. What's that wrist tattoo? Is that a thumbs up? It's a thumb. It can be a thumbs up. It can be a thumbs down. It's a thumb. LOL. Okay, I'm at work. I gotta go. I'll pop in later. Take care, Izzy. I hope you have a good day at work. Bye, Izzy. Double thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah. It was a group tattoo. But the idea from I got to choose where I got it, and I wanted it to be on my wrist, so it's a double thumbs up. But like imagine I'm giving like the Roman thumbs down and you get double Roman thumb down, like oh my god. Wait. Go have yourself a good day at work, Izzy. Ad breaks. That's great. That's great. We love it when an ad break hits at a Speaking of work, I'm gonna go now because I gotta head to work. So you me, love you. Once you get your meds, go to bed. Yeah, I will. Trust me, I want to. That's a badass tat. I have way better ones. Y'all want to see my tattoos? Exclamation point Discord. Look at that. There's the link. Go join it. I'll send you pictures of my tattoos later if you ask me. 07 to whoever's stuck in ads. Ads 07. I want to see the one on your left ass cheek. But you see your mom every day. Why would you want to see her on my ass? I think Violet's very mystified by her own reflection in my computer right now. She also looks really tired. She was also up with me all night. Damn, that was a good one. Now I'm gonna leave. Damn. I can't believe they seriously don't open until 9 a.m. The store that they're inside of opens earlier than the pharmacy that it's inside of. That's a violation. Sorry, all the birthday messages are rolling in. I was like wondering why my DMs were exploding. Alright, I'm pretty brain dead. I think I'm gonna end stream. This has been great. I through all the ups and downs of this 12-hour stream, whether it was my energy or the conversation or anything that happened. Me crashing out at Marathon, me getting really excited at Marathon, us getting missed her first purple shield, me losing a 9,000 credit loadout. I had a great time. SoCal, that is a devious emote. I need you to know that. That emote is devious. Your category still being Marathon. That's because I agree with Soul. I don't like just chatting. Also, Marathon servers are down, so yeah. English is a language that I speak, and I'm fluent and capable of using it. Not right now though. Anyway, guys, thank you to every last one of you. Every person who showed up, who said hi, who has spent time here, who has wished me happy birthday, all of it. Every moment of it. My words cannot do enough to express my appreciation for everything. Guys, I don't know who to raid. Fuck it, she's in her Yap sesh. I know who we're raiding. We're gonna go raid Vita. I never get to raid Vita. I'm never awake when Vita is live. Thanks for being here with me through the last 13 hours. If you were here the whole time, a short time, just now, earlier, and you got back, if you had to go, if you had to, all of it. Thank you for making my birthday special by spending this time with me. And until I get to see you all again, everybody, take care.